Thank you for joining me for the August Tarotscope for Pisces.
Alright Pisces, welcome to your August Tarotscope. I've shuffled the cards, I've laid them out weeks 1, 2, 3, 4. We had one jump out of the deck for you. Here is your Oracle card. I am using the Mystic Sisters by Emily Balavet for my your Oracle cards. And I am using the Art Nouveau by Lo Scarabeo. Antonella Castelli is the artist. They're very pretty cards. Real different. They're not Rider-Waite completely. Alright, so let's start out here. We start out the first week in August with the Strength card. And this card in this deck represents actual strength, actual physical strength, and the will to overcome weakness. So it shows kind of a brutal attack there on the centaur, but this is somebody who can overcome their mind with their will. So very strong strength. So this is I think in the first week you're going to need strength, because the next card that comes up, the Nine of Swords, shows complete defeat. This woman's posture is one that she's just completely given up. And maybe she's alive, maybe she's not. But what this card says to me is that you're going to be faced with a real challenge in the first week. You're going to be faced with a challenge that is going to bring you possibly feelings of shame or guilt, and you're going to have to work through that and overcome it with your own fortitude, your own strength. And then we have the Magician, and the Magician in this deck is a person of high integrity. Somebody who just does not engage in bad behavior. Just utter and complete integrity, and they believe in themselves. And probably because of that, they can work magic, right? Because their intention is always pure and clear. So it's somebody not only with high integrity, but also somebody with very clear intentions. So in this first week of August, I think you are going to need to have high intentions, and also you will be the magician. You will be the person, along with the strength, that has to overcome this very difficult situation. And the person here who is in utter defeat, default, does not have to be you. It's somebody maybe near you, maybe close to you, but you have to deal with the fallout from that situation, Pisces. And that's when you're going to need to call upon your own integrity and your own strength, and strength of will, strength of character. The second week starts out with the Queen of Pentacles, and in this deck the Queen of Pentacles is known as a queen of generosity. She has immense generosity, she has immense confidence, which comes from the security of her wealth, and that's why she can be extremely generous. She has a lot of freedom, because she's so secure and stable financially. But she does use prudence. She doesn't just give it all away, or she wouldn't remain the Queen of Pentacles. So she does use judgment in her. She uses discretion, not judgment, discretion. Then we have the Hermit. So the Hermit may be the action that you need to take right now, Pisces, because you've been through a really difficult first week, and you may need to step back, and that's where the Queen of Pentacles comes in. She may allow you the space to step back, retreat from the world, meditate, pray, contemplate, or just sleep, and review what has happened to you and ask yourself why. Why does the universe send this lesson to me? You also have the Moon, and the Moon is for intuition, things that are hidden, things behind the veil, but also for you, Pisces, because you're really, really connected to the moon, it allows you to heal from this very difficult situation in the first week. And then we come to the King of Swords, the top of the third week. Now this is a king that can be very cut and dried. The swords are unemotional. So he is trying to be fair, but he can actually be a little bit perverse. He's harsh. He's didactic. He is not necessarily giving into what you want, but he may give you what he wants if you please him. Right? A little weird. This deck is very misogynistic. Then we have the Sun. So we have a lot of happiness here in the third week. So despite the King of Swords here being a little bit weird, you do have the Sun. So something is coming out of this that is really, really good. And you have a few, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. So Pisces, this month of August is going to be quite significant for you. You have happiness, joy, something new, maybe even the birth of a baby in the month of August. Something new that is wonderful, that makes you very, very happy after all of this stuff going on in the first 2 weeks of August. The third week really makes a turnaround. But you still have the Five of Wands here. There are obstacles and competition at play here. And so when you feel this, it makes you want to take another step back and not enjoy your happiness. It also means that you're going to have to do something that you really don't want to do. An irksome task is what they call it. So while you may be very happy in general about something very wonderful in your life, you're still going to have work to do, and some of it you may not love. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords is not just the beginning of something new. It shows that you have triumph, actually, that you succeed at something in a very profound way. And this card wants to remind you that you did not gain the abilities to succeed in this way by sleeping. You gained these abilities over time. They are hard won. So there's a lot of work that went into being able to finally achieve this triumph. Interesting take on Ace of Swords there. And then we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands reminds us that, some women don't get along so well in society, or some people don't get along so well in society, and they have the pain to show for it. So this card is showing you a woman who has been through some tribulations, and it shows. So I think what this card is really about is asking you to show compassion for this woman. So there's a sadness there in her because of her pain. And maybe this is just showing you somebody near you who has the sadness. It could be you that has the sadness. They also suggest that the pain on her face may be due to illness or injury of some kind. So even though you have this big triumph, you have a personal pain that you also have to deal with. Just like in the first week, this was a more personal pain. But neither one of the painful cards, neither one of the difficult cards, even this one, the Five of Wands, none of them are cups. That's why I'm not reading them as you. I'm reading them as people around you, because this is for Pisces, and you're a water sign, and that's cups. So I'm a little confused about who these women are, but they are women around you that are having a hard time. And maybe some of what you can do with the Ace of Swords is to help them, because you are being sort of mentored by the Queen of Generosity and Charity, who helps people, probably helps other women. And the final outcome card for the tarot, we still have this one card here, so let me read this one next. So this is the Queen of Swords, and this is also not you, but it may be somebody near you. This is a queen who is not thrilled with what's going on in the world. She's a little bit bored with it, but she does hold the power. And she can be a lonely woman, and she might be vindictive because she is sad and lonely. Possibly she's a widow, but she just doesn't feel like she's needed enough in the world. Yes, she's still a queen, she still governs people, but she doesn't feel emotionally like she's really needed. There's a negative connotation there. She has a negative energy. And then we have, for your final outcome, we have the World, which is great. It means the culmination, the perfection, the ending, the wonderful achievement of something. So you've got both the Sun and the World in this reading. So you are going to have a significant month. You've got the Magician, you've got the Hermit, you've got the Moon, you've got the Sun. You've got the Sun and the Moon. What more could you need, Pisces? And you've got the World. So lots of, and Strength. I forgot about, is this 6 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. So Pisces, this is going to be an awesome month for you. And I know that it has a lot of little twists and turns. So let's look at your oracle card and see what light that we can shed on this whole reading. Here we have Luna, Moth Goddess. Metamorphosis, natural transformation. The Luna Moth Goddess bears witness to unfolding events and symbolizes the need to embrace the moment. The life of Luna Moth is so very brief. Each phase of its metamorphosis is fleeting. Drawing this card reminds you that the only reality is right now, and to find joy and bliss in every moment you can. This card symbolizes the need to trust in universal serendipity, that you are on the correct course, and that every event has perfect timing according to its own nature. Boy, I feel like you really needed to hear that, Pisces, because all of this stuff may have made you feel like, oh, you've made some mistakes and you've gone down the wrong path. No, not at all. Every moment of our lives, we are in the perfect place and the perfect time, and we are perfect in that moment. Every choice we make with the best understanding and knowledge that we have at that moment. And as we go through our life, we grow and learn from all of those choices. So never look back on your life and say, oh, I really screwed that up. I really should have made a different choice. You couldn't make a different choice because the knowledge and understanding that you had at that moment was serving you, and you needed to learn whatever it was that you needed to learn. So same with this month of August. It looks like it's going to be amazing, actually. I mean, there are some rough moments, but it looks like it's going to be an amazing month for you, Pisces. So please write to me in the comments and let me know what you experience in August, and let me know how this reading is hitting you. Thank you so much for being one of my subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. The channel has grown so much in the last year, and I'm so very grateful. I really enjoy doing these videos. I really love them. I really try to put a lot into them, and I hope you don't think I'm too crazy, but I do appreciate each and every one of you subscribers. So have a wonderful August. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and leave me a comment. But in general, just enjoy the month of August. It's the last summer month, and then we all kind of go back to school and work and normal life. Just enjoy. And I love you all, and see you next time.